going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlogs. Today we're going to be going back to the Corsas, and I know that's probably going to make a lot of you guys happy, but MagnaFlow has been dealing with some issues that we all have been dealing with, which is shipping and manufacturing and just raw materials with COVID, things like that. It's just been super hectic for getting supplies, and that's why these have taken so long. So my V2s are basically due in May-ish sometime if everything kind of catches up. But because I'm not a huge fan of how these are right now, it seems like they've broken in and just caused a lot of drone, and it's really making me not want to drive the car. So we're putting on the Corsas, which you guys have heard and seen before, but not with the Whipple. So we're going to install them on the car today, and then we're going to see how much better it sounds, because on the way here, it just rattled the inside of the interior. It's just so bassy and airy sounding that I kind of miss that snappy, like crackly Corsa sound that's pretty much everyone's favorite right now. But keep in mind, we are working with MagnaFlow still. It's just going to take a little bit longer. So because I was unhappy with these, that's fine. They said that's okay. You don't have to keep them on the car. We just want good feedback to work on the next set. So that's what I did, but they're behind schedule a little bit. So we're just going to have to be a little bit more patient. But until then, we're going to have the Corsas on the car. It's too much power. You already know we came back to NorCal Muffler because these are the go-to guys. Harneet right there takes care of everything like it's his own. He even has my old tips still wrapped from when I took them off. So this is all nice and protected so they weren't ever scratched up, because these are the black chrome. Let me actually get on this side so you can see. They are the black chrome tips. So this kept them nice and protected. There's no chips or dings on them. And then he'll leave that all the way on until basically the first startup. Then he'll peel that off. But right now he's just trying to get everything unbolted, and then we can take it off. This is all DIY, a bull. Like you could do this all yourself on your, the back of your garage with some jack stands, but just having a nice lift in a muffler shop makes it so much faster. So we're about 3 minutes into the uninstallation, and almost, and wrestling it. Just needs some good lube. We highly recommend PB Blaster silicone spray. Oh no, penetrating catalyst. All right, so we just got everything buttoned up. I helped him out, and he really did a lot of the work. I just barely held it and just kind of told him to align it, but he did everything and knocked it out probably in, 20 minutes? So now we have it all ready to go, ready for the first start. We're gonna unpeel the wrap on the tips, and then we'll reveal the black chrome that I had in there before. Probably, yeah, it definitely needs a clean. But we're gonna start it up with the Whipple and see what the old Corsas sound like back on the car. Oh my God. Yeah, it's louder. I knew he was gonna rev it, but it sounds so loud, and it sounds just clean. That's what I really wanted out of my MagnaFlows on the V2s. But until that happens, we're gonna rock with the Corsas, and I'll give you guys some in-car video sounds before, or now, after, because I didn't really record too much before on the way here, but it was just to describe it. Drone is a very bassy, rattly resonance inside the cabin, and at freeway speeds, it just hit that perfect RPM where it just felt like you were in an airplane cabin. It was pressurized with just that low hum of noise. That's kind of what this sounded like, and it just made me not want to drive the car. So it feels good to have the Corsas back on there, and of course we're going to do a couple of revs out here, and yeah, this thing definitely is going to be a lot more enjoyable to drive until at least we get to the V2s. Even the idle just sounds a little bit better. Well, a lot bit better, I'll be honest. It's just not as airy sounding, which is what I disliked about the MagnaFlows. I did like the satin black tip. The gloss black chrome looks cool too, but it was just that sound. It was just so airy, and it didn't really feel like it really woke up the car like this did. That honestly sounds so much better just because it's a little bit more raspy, a little more like snarly. I would say it snarls whenever you give it a little bit of gas. That thing you can feel in your chest. It's just not so airy. The MagnaFlow is good if you have a certain sound that you're going for. Like you just want it to be a little bit louder than stock and you want it to have a little bit more grunt to it. But the Corsas just scream, and that's what I really liked. And I think on the startups and stuff, just that resonance, like I said, it's just not going to rattle the entire interior and give Ashley, my girlfriend, a headache every time we take it for a drive. I finally have the time to take out the Mustang, so I'm gonna go play a round of golf. It's a beautiful day out here, but I wanna show you guys the difference of the cold start with the Corsas inside the garage. Way, 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 way louder. So hopefully my neighbors don't get mad. So far, nothing. I mean, I've been driving the car, but I haven't recorded. But so far, the neighbors haven't really said anything. Actually, the lady across the street's a little old lady with 2 Hyundais, and she said it's cool, and she hasn't really noticed anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what it's like on the cold start, and then I'll show you guys some clips of me driving to the golf course from inside so you can see the drone and all that. So that's what it sounds like now whenever it does the cold start. As you can tell, it's a lot sharper and just a raspier like snarl sound, which is what I really liked. But you can see it kind of calms down after, and that's in my tune with Whipple. They actually with Lund, they made my Whipple tune so that way it cools down a little bit faster on the cold starts. So I requested that. They said it's going to take longer for the car to warm up, which is fine. I'll just let it sit. But hopefully now my neighbors, they aren't so mad if it gets super loud and then it goes down and it's just quick, so that way they're not, you know, mad or waking up or anything like that. And I do keep in mind that if I am going to take it out in the early morning, I leave it outside far away and park it outside, so that way it does not wake anybody up. So I do try to be as kind as I can be with a loud car. Now we're going to finally get onto the freeway and show you guys the sound quality. I got the windows slightly cracked, and you can tell this road is not the best. This should be a pretty quick little on-ramp if there's not a lot of traffic, but I just want to show you guys the sound difference of like throttle, because it's way snarlier. Oh, I miss the Corsa sound so much. Like downshifts, way louder. And I feel like I'm nailing my downshifts a lot better. But we're about to hop on the freeway here, a little second gear, see if we get traction at all. Louder, but then we merge over and then start to just hit the freeway as if we would normally, and the drone is just so much better. Like you can just barely kind of hear it in the background, but it's just so much better because I'm cruising right now at 75 and it's just not as much of a, if I'm not hitting the cat eyes, it's just so much better because it's not giving us a headache, and the like base of the interior is no longer there. So this has really made a big difference. It made me want to drive the car a lot more. So I just had to go back to the Corsas. Maybe in the future with MagnaFlow, when they catch up and they get their production, then we could go to the V2s and work on that. But right now I'm very happy with what I have. Plus they look really good with the black chrome. So I'm gonna just stick with this, but leave your comments down below. Are you guys excited to see the Corsas back? Or are you really kind of sad to see the MagnaFlows go with the satin black tip? Let me know. I'm kind of curious to hear. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up right here. I'm going to go play some golf real quick. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.